It's been a few weeks. What's up, everybody? I'm back with my fourth tutorial, and it's going to be on the Fude pen. Now this Fude pen, which is also known as brush pen, it's a fairly big pen, and it has a brush tip and an ink reservoir on the top, which is right here. So let's get this started. Oh, and there's this one person who's been bugging me to make a new video for a really long time now. This video is for you, and you know who you are if you're watching. Alright. So this pen is used for many things. It's used for coloring in black hair. Alright, let me find an example in the newest Shonen Jump. Alright. Sometimes it's hair, sometimes it's clothing. So in this case, the Soul Reaper's Shihakusho. Here. This is all colored by the Fude pen. Let's find another example. Yeah. Another way, or another use for the Fude pen is to color in the space outside of the borders. So like if the guy, or if the character is remembering something that happened in the past, the artists would make the space outside of the panels black. So here, that's where you would use a Fude pen. Clothing, hair, outside of panels, I don't know. You would just use it for everything you need to color in something completely black. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, I was looking through this Shonen Jump, and I found one of my drawings I had submitted last February for a contest. It obviously didn't win, but it somehow ended up here in the next February's issue. I guess to fill up some space in the fan art section. So let me just look for it here. It's page 178. Right here. As you can see, I drew that, and I'll have a clearer picture. And there's my name, Matthew H. Yeah, I drew it, but I was just really shocked to see that my picture was here, and I was really happy. So yeah, let's just continue with the tutorial. So here I'll just sketch a face, or more exactly a head, in quick time, and I'll show you how to use the Fude pen, and I'll make his hair black so I can show you how to color with it. Alright, be back in a while. Okay, so here we have a really crappy, sloppy drawn head, and I'll be coloring in his hair for you and showing you how to use the Fude pen. I'll only be coloring in a portion of his hair because I don't want to waste too much of the ink that's in this reservoir, because I've already used like half of it. So the trick to using the Fude pen is you need to make kind of quick strokes. So I'll color in this part of his hair. You need to be quick, and you need to make sure you're using it at the point, because the point can be really fine and it can help getting very thin or hard to reach places. So that's all I'll be coloring in for now. Alright, let me zoom in here for a sec, so you can see. There we go. Now another good thing that this pen is good for is for calligraphy. Now Tite Kubo uses this pen a lot for calligraphy, and the way he writes his words or colors in with the brush is very like brush-like, so you can see all like it's just very brushy. So for example, okay, like here you can tell that he used a brush because it's very like brushy right here. Alright, wait, hold on. Let me find a better example. So here with the Shihakusho. The Shihakusho is the clothing that the Soul Reapers wear in Bleach. And you can tell that he used the brush here because you can kind of see the tiny... It just looks like a brush was used to color this in. You can tell by how it's not completely, the line is not completely like straight. It's, well, yeah, kind of straight. It's like has that brush tone to it. So I'm not sure if I made sense there, but yeah. Alright, so a thing to help you with when you're coloring with this marker or a pen is you gotta go really slow and you gotta be patient. It takes some good hand control, because if your hand is wobbly, it will show up wobbly, kind of like when you're writing with a pen, but with the brush it'll be much worse. And it's easier to mess up with the brush because since it's so thick, the brush is so thick, even when you're trying to draw in those really thin nooks and crannies, if you have a wobbly hand, it might go over where you want to color. So I'm just putting that out there. Alright, so I'm not very good at calligraphy, but like I was saying before, Tite Kubo uses this brush a lot for calligraphy, and I'll put up a picture showing an example of how he did the calligraphy. He does it really he does it in a different way than you're supposed to do it in Chinese calligraphy. Like Chinese calligraphy, alright, I'm sorry if I failed this, I'm not very good at Chinese calligraphy. It's supposed to be neater, but he does it more, I don't want to say sloppy, but he does it more rough and therefore looks cooler. So like Chinese calligraphy, like it requires a special pen technique. Like you need to hold it a special way like that. And it's really complicated. And basically you're like that thin and that, I mean, no, not thin, thick and thin. Or if you're drawing like, alright, I'll write 1 in Chinese or Japanese kanji. It's like thick, and then make it thick at the... Alright, that kind of failed, hold on. Something like that. Or... Haha, I fail. Yeah, sorry guys, I can't do it. But Tadekubo, he doesn't like a really weird style. He's like, he's like that. And I'm really running out of ink here. Hold on. And to get the ink into the reservoir, you just need to squeeze this. So, squeezing it. Alright. Much better. Yeah. So when your pen comes in, right out of the package, you probably wonder, how do I get the blocker removed? No, how do I get the blocker pushed in to get the ink through the reservoir and into the brush? It took me like 15 minutes to figure it out because I'm so stupid. So if you notice, the brush pen comes with this red ring, this thing. And it's usually like right here. And basically what you want to do is you want to unscrew that. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to make a mess. You want to unscrew that, and there's like a little blocker thingy. It's like made out of rubber, and it's in the middle, and it's to prevent the ink from going through when the red ring is not removed. So when you remove the red ring, there's like a little thing that presses the blocker down to allow the ink to go through the reservoir and into the brush pen. So just putting that out there for you guys so you know how to start using your pen. And basically that's all I know about the brush pen or Fude pen. I don't know much about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and the next one will be on, let me decide right now. Okay, next one will be on ink. Alright, that's it. Zmangaka89. Subscribe, comment. See you later.